Well, welcome everybody back to the Figure Kit Garage, fellow resin heads and kit builders. Brent Krug back with another out-of-the-box review. Before I go into this review, I want to let it be known that this will be the last review that I do for a very short amount of time, as Virginia and I are going to be relocating to a new home here in California. So after this video, I will be taking down all this wonderful stuff you see behind the kit and packing it up and getting ready to move. I'm not sure exactly how long the Figure Kit Garage is going to be down for, but it is not going to be forever. The Figure Kit Garage will be back. So for all the people that have supported me from 2018 until now, I can't say thank you enough. I look forward to doing new reviews, new painting tutorials, and a whole bunch of other stuff at the new house. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, and from Virginia as well. So as I said, we'll be relocating. We'll be down for a very short period of time. The kit on the table is the latest offering from David Horvath at Nostalgic Resin Productions. This kit is inspired by the 1985 film Legend. This is Lily, but it is officially called Temptation. If you've seen the film, the dress that she wears after being taken captive by the Lord of Darkness himself, I guess you could say really turns out her dark side, so to speak. This is the only kit of this character in this outfit that has ever been produced, either in traditional traditional cast resin, plastic, or 3D print. This is a 12-piece 3D printed resin kit. 4 of the pieces are cast in translucent smoke-colored resin. The rest is standard gray resin. It also comes with a beautiful piece of artwork done by David's daughter, Lucy, to go along with it. And she did an amazing job, just as her sister Erin has done with past kits. Lucy really knocked this out of the park. I'll show you that right now. If you've seen the film, you know that that silhouette in the background. But Lucy did a fantastic job of interpreting this into a piece of art. As well, it comes with a length of black wire with toothpicks to simulate the curled parts of Lily's head, or Lily's hair, I should say. So he added that in as well. Now, I will say that this is probably one of the best looking kits that David has done to date. He's done quite a few. I've reviewed Kolchak. I reviewed 5 O'Clock in Korea, the INS Reporter. I've reviewed a whole bunch of his kits, and I will say I think this is probably the best and most beautiful piece he's released thus far. It comes in 2 different scales. 1/8 scale, which is going to be noticeably smaller. The kit on the table is in 1/6 scale. Now the 1/8 scale kit goes for $110. The 1/6 scale kit goes for $160. Upon purchase, a 50% deposit is required for each kit, because each one takes 30 hours to print. And when you see the details in this kit, you will understand why. The level of detail in this dress, and this dress that she wears, is solid black with, I would say, almost dark silver accents. And the sculptor that did this captured this dress so well that it would be hard to imagine it looking any other way. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all the parts and pieces, and I am going to try my best to assemble this. on her base. Beautiful nameplate that comes with it, as well as a matching movie tile that he included with the kit. So really nice addition as well. We're going to take a look at the drapery in between her arms and the dress. Now these are the translucent gray resin pieces, and these are exquisite. I've never seen anything like this before. And yes, there are going to be 3D print supports that'll have to be sanded off to repair that, because once you sand resin, it tends to, or 3D printed resin, excuse me, it tends to mar the surface permanently. It doesn't go away. So sealing it with a satin varnish would probably be the best way to cover that up that I know of, other than gloss varnish. Flat sealer will fog this and cloud it, and it'd be really difficult to get it to look right. But both of these, the draperies in between her arms, I'm not exactly sure what the term for these things are. Very beautiful. Very well printed. I can't imagine the nightmare David went through to get each and every one of these to look right that he's sent out so far. Then the sash that will hang over her right shoulder. You can see all the details in that sash. Absolutely beautiful. And it's not just on the outside, it's also on the inside as well. So really, really beautifully captured. The sculptor did an amazing job on this. Better focus there. You know, when I saw those printed inside and outside, I could not believe my eyes. And that translates as well to the collar of the dress, which I had no idea that there was any kind of a pattern, but the rose pattern, I would say either embroidered, probably embroidered into the dress that Mia Sara wore in the film. This thing is just gorgeous. And this piece, the dress is black on top of black on top of black. So trying to get each part of this dress to stand out in the right way is going to be a really, really nice challenge. And then we have the two arms, and I've already attached one of the little shoulder plates to the top of the right arm. Very delicate, very beautiful looking in the anatomy. Very well translated, as well as the left arm. And even looking at photos of this on Google search, it's very hard to see a lot of the detail in this dress, especially in this collar. It's almost impossible to tell if there's actually roses on there or not. I believe that there are, but it's very difficult to tell because the level of lighting when she was wearing it in the film, and even some of the behind the scenes photos that have showed up on Google search, don't show a whole heck of a lot of detail. The areas in between here are see-through. They're a type of mesh. So it's going to be a lot of fun to translate this to look like the dress that Mia Sara wore in the film. And taking a look at the dress itself, all the folds, the flow of it is just absolutely gorgeous. Very low cut front, and then all the silver trim all the way down the back, all the way up through the top and across the back. Very beautifully rendered. I would love to know where the sculptor got the reference for this dress from, because this is one you don't see every day, to say the least. Really, really gorgeously captured. My hat's off to the sculptor that did this for David. My hat's off to David for being able to print this thing the way that he has. And then we come to the portrait of Lily. And this is one of the ultimate benefits of 3D printing a kit like this. Look at the tiara that she wears, or whatever you want to call that. It'd be almost impossible to do this as a traditional sculpt. To hand sculpt something with this hollow and be able to see all the way through it, it'd be practically impossible to cast this and have the castings come out without any flaws. So the benefit of 3D printing on a piece like this is very, very clear. Hair is beautifully detailed in a really good likeness to Mia Sara from the film. And then the base that she stands on, I thought this thing was solid until I flipped it upside down. This is actually hollow. So, very stable, very sturdy. Paint this up as marble, granite, well, whatever you wanted to, as long as some type of a dark color tone that would match. And the 1/8 scale kit, I think, would be probably the closest in scale to the original classic plastic Darkness that came out in the 1990s. I think that would be the closest to that character in scale, so they would probably go really, really well together. This particular one being in 1/6 scale, I think the closest you could get would be probably the Sideshow premium format full figure would be the closest you could get. Hopefully there will be more characters from this film done, if there's enough interest, which I hope there is, because there's a lot of really good characters to come from it. The Swamp Witch. I would love to see a Darkness done, as if there hasn't been enough sculpted and 3D printed kits of him already. You never can have too many Lord of Darkness kits out there. But my hat's off to David and his sculptor for working together the way that they have to create a really, really beautiful piece. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to assemble her as best I can, and we'll take a look at her, excuse me, fully assembled, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and here she is, fully assembled. Like I said, this kit is absolutely beautiful. The draperies in between her arms and the dress, the collar, the sash, the shoulder pieces. This is just one amazing piece. For any fan of the film or just a fan of this type of character in general, this is staggering in how beautiful it is. Try and pull back as far as I can. But there we have Temptation. Just an amazing, amazing concept. And finally a character from this film that's been done. One of the things about it is that in the assembly, the collar will have to go on before the head, and then the head is going to have to be puttied and blended in afterwards. So it's going to take a little bit of experience and skill to get that blended in, get all the skin tones painted in properly, but it can be done. It's not impossible. David does have a set of photos on his Nostalgic Resin Productions Facebook page of the finished piece, and it looks absolutely beautiful. But again, Congratulations to David Horvath on an amazing piece. The cost of this is definitely worth it, without a doubt. Once again, before I go, I want to say thank you to everybody for the last 7.5+ years of being at this location for the Figure Kit Garage. The good times, the bad times, the COVID years, the whole 9 yards. I appreciate every single one of you. The Figure Kit Garage is coming back. We're going to be in a better location, bigger hobby room, bigger workbench, and a whole lot of other things that are going to be coming up. It's going to take time, but I will be back. No questions asked. I will be back. Before anything else, I also want to say a very happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. And I probably won't be back up beforehand, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas, as well as a very happy and safe New Year. Let's make it through the rest of 2025 and get into 2026. So for this review of Temptation from David Horvath, let me try that again. So for this review of Temptation from David Horvath at Nostalgic Resin Productions, this has been the Figure Kit Garage. Everybody stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep building kits.